Record.
All right. Hey, everyone. Angela actually requested she wanted to have a post-cruise call because she said, I know it sounded all glamorous on Facebook. I want to know what really happened on the cruise. We'll get together and we'll answer any questions. But honestly, what you saw is really kind of what you got. We did a lot of hanging out, a lot of eating, a lot of drinking. I didn't drink, but I did take advantage of virgin daiquiri pina coladas,
Yes.
Definitely resisted for a few days, and I was like, there's only so much you can watch people drink. So I was like, just give me a drink. So
I'm surprised you didn't bust out with the first day virgin. I probably I don't know what I mean. I don't know what will hold me back.
I was like, it's not even worth it to have one of those drinks. And then after like probably 10 pounds, I was like, well, just give it to me. So, but yeah, so we got there and, you're just surrounded by everyone just like you. And as you're standing in line, to get onto the cruise, you're just talking to people and, who they're with and stuff. And there's a lot of variety that you see and meet. And I think that's really awesome about these events is that you really get to see behind the scenes of people, not just on social media. Some things that were kind of brought up that I think that are pretty funny is someone's like, when someone sees the coach and they're like, dang, that is not what she looks like on Facebook. And so that's kind of eye-opening that I don't know about you, but like I don't want to be that coach. I don't want to be the person that sees me in person and be like, that she's totally faking out the world. So you just got to be raw and be you. The coaches like to party. Yeah. So, we all work hard, but tons of, everyone just kind of, I guess you realize that everyone's just a real person. No one's sitting around eating lettuce and, drinking water all day. It just, people let loose too. So, so that was pretty cool. The first night, or maybe the second, I don't remember what night, we had the premiere in a elite party. And that's really awesome when you get to do that because, they treat you, to drink some food and you just get to talk to the other coaches and really you get to listen to them and ask them questions about like how they're struggling, I think we all go through the same things in the business, the challenges that they face and how they have coaches that go diamond and then just disappear off the face of the earth. Like it's not just us, and so that's actually very good to hear, in my opinion, because not that you want that for other people, but you just know that it happens and it's not you, a lot of times you take that personally when your team is kind of falling apart, but really you have to realize that this is a business that if you want it, you have to work for it, every day.
Yeah.
And those big coaches that you see, they're not sitting back just letting people come to them. They generally say you have to reach out to people every single day, through your like page or whatever. You can't wait around for people to come to you because it won't happen. Another thing that I thought was really cool, and mostly everything is recorded, is that elite top 10. You hear what they have to say, and they're just doing everything that we're doing, We have systems in place. Can we be more organized? Absolutely. But I honestly, and I think Chris and Brooke can speak to this, like, they're not doing anything different than we are. I just don't believe they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can talk to them blue in the face, and everyone you talk to, I think it's the consistency and time, and you just keep recruiting and you keep inviting, because you're going to find those few rock stars that are going to join your team, that want to be on your team. And then the coaches that come out of nowhere that are discount coaches for a year that maybe you stick under your husband, you know, this is real life. You know, and then they just take off. So all of this is just a part of it. And it's really good to hear that. I text Chris this, but when I was at the airport, I was talking to one of the coaches that hit Premier. Well, no, she was at the leadership conference this year. And she was there with Megan. How do you say her last name?
I say Ewaldson. I don't know how you, something like that.
She's number 9 in the company. And Haley just went 2-star. She became a coach in April. She went 2-star by the end of the year and qualified for the leadership conference. And Megan brought her on the cruise. And Megan had like this, you know, badass suite. Sorry, kids.
I'll give it to you in a minute, okay?
Like this loft suite thing where, you know, they have breakfast with like Autumn, you know, a part of the ship that we didn't get to see. She upgraded, you know, she used her credit and upgraded. So I'm talking, I was like, well, how did you get to go? How did she pick you? Haley is Megan's only star diamond.
What?
Yes. So she is number 9 in the company, and she has 1-star diamond.
How?
So
But
that blew my mind, you know?
yeah.
And I was like, okay, so when you're looking at top 10, there's a lot of strategy about how you get there, because all these elite premier points are how you're growing your business, your new business. Okay? So you get caught up in, you know, you know, like my rank, our team rank has fallen probably 700 spots. It's very discouraging. I'm not even going to lie. But my volume's better than it ever has been. It's consistent than it ever has been. You know, I have strong coaches and I have working coaches. They're just not new coaches. And you just kind of have to take, you know, the good with the bad. And I don't even say that's bad. You know, there's a lot of strategy. What you really have to do is figure out what you want in this business. You know, the people that make those 15-star, they make a lot of sacrifices. They make income sacrifices. They make family time sacrifices. They're working their butts off, you know. They travel a lot. So you have to just, I mean, what do you want in this business? And that's like the great thing about it is you can make it whatever you want it to be. One of the things that was in the elite top 10s is they said, do not, and I know we constantly say this, but do not look around to see what anyone else is doing. Don't worry about me taking a trip or Brooke's abs or Chris leaving her job. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. All you're doing is you're wasting time. You're wasting time and trying to figure out what they're doing, and they're not doing anything different besides the 4 vital behaviors that we all should be doing. And I think that that's very true, you know. So when you try to start figuring out how someone else is running their business or go to someone else's Facebook page to see what they're posting, it's just not going to work. It has to come from you. So,
and Amy Silverman talked about wasting time also. She was like, if you're thinking you're wasting time, just do it. Like, quit thinking about it. Quit writing it down and perfecting it. Just do it. So I thought that's a good one. Like, just, and she's fearless with all her posts. You know, she just posts what's on her mind, and you could tell it wasn't thought out for an hour and a half.
Yeah, they said, but she's very blunt. She's a good person to follow. But she's funny. She said, do not post any more pictures with a border around it. Post a picture. Post a real raw picture, not with, you know, palm trees around your picture. Just post the picture. That's time wasters. And so, I mean, just I don't know. I mean, those were just some of the eye-opening things for me that I just loved. And the fact that, you turn around, you get to work out every morning with a lot of coaches. Literally got to hug Sagi in the airport. He was on my flight, No. One of the things, I'm on the beach in Jamaica, and here comes Melanie Mitro and Alyssa Shoemaker, and they sit right down beside me with them and their families. And I cannot stop staring at them, I mean, I'm doing the thing like, I just want to, look at them and absorb what they're doing. And Lee kept going, stop staring. I was like, I can't help it. Well, Melanie Mitro shows up in a tankini. I'm like, girl, rock that body, anyways. And I'm over there with my virgin whatever and baby belly hanging out. But anyways, so just to see that, I watched her like spray her husband down with sunscreen. I watched her get onto her kids because they were fighting, like she's just a normal person. I don't know. It just kind of brings you, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think what you're saying is great. And that's what I loved about it too. I mean, you're walking around and Autumn's walking on the same pool deck as you, just strolling around. And Joel and Jericho are up there chilling. And we're all in this together. Like, everyone wants the best for the customers, for the coaches, for everyone. And they stressed it in every meeting, helping people. Like, if you go after the money, if you go after the commissions and things like that, you're just going to be rejected by the company eventually. You've got to be there to help people. And everyone on that boat, I think, had the same mentality. And that was just to figure out how to help people better.
Mm-hmm. And just be like, what was another thing? So another thing is like, really, like, we're very lucky to be in a team that has built a team culture. And a very loving family culture. Every coach in our upline will literally hand you a document to say, this is what I'm doing. This is what I say word for word. Just very involved. And I don't know if it's like, I mean, I hear a lot of things, like a lot of people, nothing is passed down to them, so they're stuck here trying to figure that out. I couldn't even imagine even having to figure out what to say to someone, when I first became a coach. I still copy and paste all the time. But the team culture, I'm sitting there with I was talking to a coach that's been around for like 8 years, and has a huge team. None of her coaches were there. She didn't have one personally sponsored coach there. And her response was, because they're kind of like an old team where they've been around for a while. Like, her exact words were, my coaches are over it. Like, I don't know. It just kind of blew my mind. And she's like, and then my new coaches don't see the value in investing the money to go on this cruise, And I could speak for myself, and Chris and Brooke, only having our husbands there was like, wow. Lance is like all in. He, we are like a whole new team now.
Taco Nation. He
could not stop asking, what can I do to help? What can I do to help? Ben randomly found a coach, a male coach on the boat that was like that. He just kind of talked to, and he told Ben, dude, your wife already has your account like set up for you. All you have to do is work it. And so Ben's like, okay. So found him on Facebook, and he's like, I'm going to follow a male dude, because the male was talking to him like, you don't have to post all that crap they do. You don't have to do that, And so I think just that was good to see. For Lee, I honestly don't think he would ever do anything with the business, but he's brought several people to me, people he works with. But I think it really opened up his eyes to see. We were on a trip, I'm not gonna say it's absolutely free because we paid for our plane tickets, and but for that long of a trip, a plane ticket to Fort Lauderdale, probably a trip that we wouldn't have taken. What, baby? Well, come here. Sorry. And just getting to spend that time with people that we probably would never get to spend time with, and our team, and I really hope that we're the team that in 5 years we're still going to Summit. We are still going on these trips. Is it a little bit of a sacrifice once you get in? Absolutely. You're away from your kids. You're investing money. Absolutely. But you realize the farther you get into this business, it's not those events are not for you. They're for your coaches. They're for your coaches' family, for them to open their eyes and to see the opportunity and believe it around them. It's like just for me, how much that I realize the opportunity, or Lance or Ben, when you're with 3,000-4,000 other coaches, and so.
And 400 of those were Diesel Nation. Diesel Nation had 400 coaches there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they make an attempt to everyone get together and get a team picture. And, it's just, we have a very good culture that I want us to pass on, because I think that's a huge part of what this business is, So, all right, I'm going to mute myself and y'all talk or ask any questions. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
She pretty much hit it all on the head. What did surprise me, though, was, like Lindsay was saying, everyone was partying. I mean, everyone had a good time. And even the bartenders were saying they never seen an entire boat buy the drink package. Like, everyone had the drink package. So it was just like, gimme, gimme, gimme. And they said the first day, everyone was drinking so much, they were like, we do not even need to make Shakeology in the morning. Because in the morning, all the bars turned into Shakeology bars. And so the bartenders were saying, we do not even need to get up in the morning. These people are going to be out. And they were like, I'll be damned, at 6 a.m. if y'all weren't up on the ship's deck working out. They were like, we've never seen such a group of people that can party and then get up the next day and sweat their butts off. But the ship, they said they ran out of tequila at the end and avocados. So there you go. But it was just an amazing, amazing trip. And there were not very many conferences. There was just 2 main conferences that we were able to attend, both of them. And both were just great. And the guys came to one and they were able to see all the elite coaches. And that's when they started asking questions, because it's simple, it really is. And it's all about consistency. It's about waking up, doing it even on the days you don't want to do it, and just being here the next year. And so it was just a great, great trip, soaking up the sun. Ben and Lee drank, I don't know how many coconut-filled rum drinks that day. Oh, but chilled on the beach. Do y'all have any questions about it? Is everyone registered for Punta Cana on here? Is everyone on the waiting list? Yep. Bueno.
Well, and that's the thing that she said about the conferences. Like, this was really, I've been to Summit with the leadership conference, and it's constant, like, you're doing something, learning every second of the time. This is laid back. You want to be on this trip for sure.
Easy going.
Easy going.
Has anyone heard, when we get off the wait list, if we'll be able to choose which?
I don't know. I haven't heard anyone get off yet.
Yeah, I haven't got off.
What number are you, Angelita?
I don't know. I didn't.
They should send you an email every once in a while, let you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm like 1206 or something.
Okay.
I think that they'll send them out after March, because the requirements is you have to have 15 points from January by March 31st.
That's true.
So, yeah.
What are the chances of getting off the waiting list?
Pretty good, especially if you're registered already.
Well, I just registered last week, though.
Yeah, that's still better. I mean, I never got off of the one for Cancun, which was frustrating because it was paid for, but I waited months and months and months to get on the waiting list for that. I didn't.
And you go?
No, I never got off.
No.
But with this one, the requirements are a lot stricter also. Like with Cancun, it was pretty up for grabs. And with Punta Cana, it's got the Success Club benchmark that you have to hit by March. And then once you get off the wait list, you have to continue to hit Success Club the next 3 months.
So if there's people that's on the waiting list that has not hit that benchmark March 31st, and they're out.
They're
and
out.
If that have, then they move up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would say the first 500 to 600 probably have a good chance of moving up and getting off that wait list in the next month or two.
And you said I got an email, but I didn't see what number I was at.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you just keep hitting Success Club. Hit Success Club every month. And, I mean, your chances just keep going up.
Good. I'm excited. Hopefully.
Dude, that'd be so awesome. I'd love it.
And we earn a certain amount of money towards each Success Club that we hit, correct?
Correct. If you hit Success Club 5 or higher, they're $10 a piece. If you hit Success Club 4, they're $5 a piece. 4 or lower is $5. 5 or higher is $10. Yeah, so I mean, if you hit Success Club 10, that's $100 towards your room, and it caps out at $1,200, which is what the cheapest room is.
Okay, and so that is how it is paid for. There's no other options other than hitting Success Club. Like when you add coaches, that doesn't matter for paying. Okay.
It's all on the Success Club trip is all on you. It's all about you hitting Success Club. And if you hit it consecutively for 12 months, I forget what this one is. I think Success Club 5 for 12 months is like $500, but it's traveling cash because it's an all-inclusive resort. So you'll be able to have that for a plane ticket. And I want to say Success Club 10 is $750 for some reason.
I think that's right.
Okay.
So if they offer you, if you get off the waiting list and they offer you the trip or whatever, you have to pay the $300 non-refundable money, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to pay that $300 within, I think, like 2 days or something.
Okay.
And then
And
after
if you don't
that,
hit your benchmarks by the dates, it was like March 31st, end of June, and you've paid any money towards the trip, so you have to have a minimum of you have to pay a minimum of $300 per quarter.
Okay.
Your Success Club points go towards that. So
Okay.
if you're earning points and the quarter's up, and your Success Club cash will cover that. So for whatever reason you're having to pay the difference quarterly, but you don't make the requirements in June or September, you'll get refunded your money and you cannot go.
Okay.
And you lose your $300 deposit.
Right. You're going to lose that $300 if you don't.
yeah, I mean, they're making Success
yes.
Club like a non-negotiable for this trip,
Sure.
which I think is really awesome because you want to be at a place with people that have worked to get there. I mean,
Right.
Lindsay and I, we would look around and sometimes we'd be like, there's no way. Like, there's no way these people earn this trip. And it was because it was much more relaxed. Like, you could kind of buy your way in.
Right.
And they're not doing that anymore, which I think is fair.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that
Yeah, it's gonna work.
Yeah, but just hit Success Club, and then you will have to pay that $300 right away. And from there, if you're hitting Success Club, that trip's going to be paid for.
All right.
And you'll get travel cash because you're hitting Success Club every month.
Yeah.
Let's go, everybody. Yeah. It'd be so fun. I can't even. We're already like talking about it.
Dude, it would be so much fun.
When is that trip, by the way?
It's in 2 waves. It's April 21st through the 27th, I think. And then April 27th through May 4th. It's like end of April, early May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the first time they're doing the wave situation too?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they did it one other time in Disney World.
Which one are y'all on? You and Lindsay?
We're on the first one. So if you get off and you're offered, we're all on the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get your feedback on kids. I know that some of y'all brought your kids and some of you didn't. And,
Yeah.
you know, I saw that some of the elite coaches had their kids.
That'd be a good Brooke question. Personally, with me, I don't think I'd bring them on a Success Club trip just because I really liked getting up early and working out and, you know, just kind of wandering around. And I know my kids, especially Emily with her ADD, I mean, it would be like a full-time job just keeping her busy. But Brooke, I mean, she would be a perfect person to ask about that. What do you think, Brooke?
Brooke, are you muted?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I can't hear her.
My computer did that once. I had to restart it.
Can you type it?
I'm glad you asked that 'cause I'm curious also.
As she chugs her wine. Those top coaches probably brought a nanny along, FYI.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah. I did see Lindsay Matway walking around with another girl about our age with her kids. So I do think they did have extra people with them. But that's funny. I was wondering how that was going.
Lindsay,
So yeah, I would probably not. I mean, if you want to, you certainly can. But just after being there, like I was worried about all the drunkenness, and that wasn't a problem. I think everyone was fine with that. But you want to get up and move, and if you see someone, you want to go sit in the chair next to them and talk to them. And there's no way any of that would have happened with either one of my kids.
Lindsay,
Yes.
are you taking the baby?
No.
I was like, no.
Sorry, baby. You aren't born yet, but you are not coming.
That's what I mean. We talked about it, you know. Like you said, like there's no way. I mean, you know how it is with kids. I can't even be on a 30-minute call right now without being interrupted. You know, like there would be no quality time with your coaches or your team. And when I say that, I don't know. Lee and I talked about maybe when they're older. Like we actually thought Brooke's kids were the perfect age. You know, because they're more dependent, and they actually would like play putt-putt and they would do things with us. Whereas Brady had to stop, go take a nap. With the baby, I'd be breastfeeding. You know, it's not something that, I mean, it's still a business trip, you know, bottom line.
Did you know all those people were dead?
Huh? What was the question?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I think she's talking to Cal. Nancy.
Oh, yeah. I was sorry.
Hello. Okay.
Yeah, and what Brooke just said, if you want to bring your kids, get your husband to Success Club so you each have a guest.
Oh, God, I gotcha.
So that was my question. If I hit Success Club and Steven doesn't, because he's one of my coaches, he will still be able to go with me?
Yeah.
So do we pay $300 each person?
No, it's all based on double occupancy. So it's just $300. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Any other questions?
Y'all had fun.
It was a blast. It really was.
And the good thing about Cancun that we weren't able to do on the cruise, you know, is that someplace that's remotely, you can kind of pick and choose the dates you want to go, you know. Like, I'll admit that being away for that long was a long time. It was nice for me, but for Brady, it was kind of tough, you know. In my opinion, I'm sure it was fine, but now we're paying for it. But like in Cancun, if you wanted to not go the first day and the last day, I mean, there's different, you have a little bit more options to come and go.
And you're not on a boat. Like, I mean, I did like the cruise and stuff, but those sea days were long. And so, you're going to be at a resort the whole time. You can venture out to the city. You can do excursions. You can do what you want on your own time. We were very regimented on the boat, which was fine. You expect that with a cruise, but I'm looking forward to Punta Cana because it's just going to be wide open and all-inclusive.
It'll probably be my first break from babies, too.
It will be.
Yeah.
Mama's ready.
They're going to run out of tequila from Lindsay.
I know. Okay,
And
y'all, I gotta
avocados.
go. This is
Okay.
Brady right now. Say night-night.
Not Brady.
Night, Brady.
Your cousin.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. Thanks, Liz.
All right.
You're welcome.
Do y'all have any other questions? No?
Thank you so much. I just was wanting to know what really happened. Sounds like it all did.
It did, man. I mean, it was really, our team kept it together. No one was belligerent. No one was, gross or nasty. Everyone kept it together. So I was proud of that because there were a couple of people kind of slurring and swaying, and we didn't have any of that. That was good.
Nobody allowed to be gross or nasty.
No gross or nastiness. Do it in your room.
This was pretty close.
But yeah, just hit Success Club every month. When you come off the wait list, you're gonna have to do that $300 deposit. Try to get the first wave if they offer you that. You're gonna want the first wave.
Okay.
But yeah,
Thank
just
you.
do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Stop